Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are not deceiving you. We're going to be taking a small break from all the Thanos content. However, if you still have things that you'd like to see me do with the Mad Titan, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, because you know your boy's all about that action. However, for today, we're going to be showing some love to Scott Lang, because with the drop of update 5.0, he got some small, yet again, no pun intended, but significant changes which are making him a much better character than he's ever been in Marvel Future Fight. However, before we go any further, I have to let you guys know, if you're planning to pick up either the team suit or the Endgame uniform for Ant-Man, and you're expecting him to become the best character in the game, or even a top tier character in this game, whether it's in PvP or in PvE, you should not be buying either of these uniforms. And frankly, you shouldn't even be building Ant-Man if that is your goal, right? You should be building a whole nother character altogether, right? If you pick up either one of these uniforms and you invest a decent amount of resources in him, however, he's going to be a solid mid-tier character. If that's what you're looking for, then yes, definitely invest in Ant-Man. He's not a bad choice, especially if you have one of these two new uniforms for him. Okay, if you had the Ant-Man and the Wasp uniform, it's definitely a significant upgrade. I still would buy this. However, I'm going to say this again. If you don't use Ant-Man that much, you can stick with this one and you'll be fine. Especially if the only place you use Ant-Man is in Shadowland. You're basically getting more firepower and more survivability to not really use it. If you don't use him in World Boss Ultimate, because this is where you're gonna really notice the difference with Ant-Man, either in the team suit or the Endgame uniform, you should just stick to this one. Okay, save your crystals if you're not gonna use him outside of Shadowland. That's my point. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at some of the changes that he got in this uniform, which are making him a much better character. The first thing is the fact that the uniform bonus went up from 5% auto attack, which, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Why was 5% even something that these guys thought was a good idea? 15%, definitely good. Definitely good, so a sizable increase there. They said he got 7 skill changes, but that's only 7 if you never had a uniform for Ant-Man. If you never had a uniform for Ant-Man, you definitely should pick up either the team suit or this one right here. I personally bought both because when you buy the first one, the second one gets lower, and it was only $450, so I was like, sure, why not? Let's get it, since I actually like Ant-Man as a character, even though he's not that strong in this game, which is not that big a deal to me because I have plenty of other characters. So yeah, anyways, so if you take a look at this, only real changes you're going to notice for Ant-Man is the fact that on his tier 2 passive, he now has skill damage and bonus damage, a small increase, and is actually on a 20-second cooldown. Then if you take a look at Ant-Endurance, he gets a sizable, well, a decent size, right, all attack buff. Besides that, what you're really going to notice is the fact that on his 5th skill, he gets defense down and a 100% damage proc. That's actually really good, and this defense down actually applies in World Boss Ultimate. So that's why I was saying that if you don't use this guy outside of Shadowland, this uniform is kind of a waste, whether this one or the team suit. So you're basically giving him more firepower to just use him in Shadowland. Bad idea. Well, not a bad idea, right? But it's wasted, right? Basically wasted crystals. However, besides the damage proc and the defense down, which are very good selling points for this uniform, and one of the main reasons why I bought it, this uniform in fact actually cured Ant-Man of the hellish Nightcrawler syndrome that he was suffering from. Now, most of you guys who are new to the game, you may be wondering, what is the Nightcrawler syndrome? Is this guy out of his mind? Give me a second and I promise I'll explain it in a way where you can definitely understand. So in essence, the Nightcrawler syndrome is when Netmarble creates a character that is a vivid iframer, a character that does the majority of their damage from the safety or supposed safety of an iframe, and then they turn around and give that character a summon. And that summon can be targeted by the enemies that you go up against, whether it's in Shadowland, PvP, or in World Boss Ultimate. It creates a situation where your skills are working against each other, where you now have a summon out in the fight, and while you're in your iframe, which is supposed to be safe, you're now at the mercy of whenever the enemy performs an iframe against your summon, because if that happens, not if, when it happens, you will be pulled from your iframe, your skill will be cancelled, you will lose the damage, and you will lose the safety that an iframe is supposed to provide you with. That, in essence, is the Nightcrawler syndrome, and that was what was happening very, very frequently to Ant-Man in his Ant-Man and the Wasp uniform, thanks to the fact that he got a summon that lasted for 10 seconds on his 5th skill. So with this uniform, you basically couldn't use his 5th skill for the majority of game modes like World Boss Ultimate or any PvP stuff. You could only use it in Shadowland. So thankfully with this uniform, they changed it and he no longer has a summon, he has a train, and that train doesn't pull aggro. However, that train doesn't come without its own problems, because sometimes the train will just run off the tracks, it won't even target whoever you want it to target, and it will just run off and crash. So yeah, it's more consistent and it's more useful than having the summon, but it also comes with its own set of problems. So just keep that in mind. Okay, boys, so for this video, we're going to jump into a little bit of Shadowland. Actually, no, you know what? Forget Shadowland. We're going to jump into World Boss Ultimate, and we're going to do a comparison against Corvus right here. We'll do stage 40 with Ant-Man in this uniform compared to the legendary one for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to put him with Shuri and Nick Fury. I'm going to give him 3 ignore dodge strikers because this is stage 40. So let's see how he does here. Now, the rotation I'm going to use here is going to be 5-2-3. And even though Ant-Man has that long iframe on his 4th skill, for World Boss Ultimate, more often than not, that skill is actually a liability. Where's my proc? Wow, okay, so my damage proc wants to be annoying. Anyways, so as I was saying, more often than not, that long iframe on his 4th doesn't really do too much for him, because most of the attacks that the bosses can do will actually hit you while you're in an iframe. And the fact that you don't have control over him when he's doing that 4th skill is not good for business. Not good at all. We're actually doing way better than I expected here, frankly. Is this the same Ant-Man? Like, really? Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, he's doing way better than I thought he would be doing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold up. Like, this doesn't even feel like the same guy, bro. My goodness. Like, I know this isn't like stellar. Like, this isn't like top tier DPS, right? There's characters in the game with no strikers that can just crush this guy the first like phase of like stage 40 in like 30 seconds, right? But like, for real, like, you guys will see what I mean. Like, with my legendary uniform, I don't even think he can kill him the first time, like on this stage. But he's doing so well here, and he's a lot safer because he's not getting canceled. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is the same Ant-Man. Okay, let's see how fast we can kill this guy then. But we're not gonna kill him. Okay, come on, Fury. Figure it out. Okay, damn. Woo! That was a lot. That's the most damage I've ever seen out of Ant. Oh my goodness, I accidentally clicked the wrong skill. Anyways, that's the most damage I have ever seen out of Ant-Man. Ever, bro. Oh my goodness. Like, wow. The defense down on that skill, and the fact that you don't get canceled anymore makes him so much better for World Boss Ultimate. Wow, look at that. Like, oh my goodness, that was so much damage. And we can just keep attacking right here, because even though these attacks will penetrate iframes and stuff, he still has his guaranteed dodge thing up, so we're good. Like, wow. 3 minutes for stage 40. This is really, really good for Ant-Man. Keep that in mind. For Ant-Man, this is good, bro. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's beautiful. We're gonna get hit there. Yeah. But like, for real, he's so much better now. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So 3 minutes to get this guy to 1 bar. We're gonna switch the uniform. And at best, like, honestly, guys, at best, in 3 minutes, he might just be able to kill him the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Like, the Endgame uniform / team suit is a real step up, and a real step in the right direction for Ant-Man. It's crazy. Like, now with this uniform, you have no choice but to use the fourth skill. But because you have the ant, your skills are basically just working against themselves. The best you can hope for is that when you use the fifth skill and you throw the ant, oh, come on. Anyways, that Corvus kills it immediately. Like, he just hits it with one of his skills that have bleed damage and it immediately dies. Because when that happens, then you won't have to worry about being cancelled. But then you don't really get to take advantage of the summon anyways, because a part of the summon being there is to give you additional damage, right? But if it just constantly dies as soon as it literally dies as soon as it comes out now. I guess because the stage is so high. Like, it's about to die again. Yeah, like, what? Like a minute? We still haven't even put him in his first phase yet. Yeah, there's no way we're killing him the first time. Okay, get out of here. Like, seriously, it's a big step up, the endgame uniform. But like I said, if you don't use him out of Shadowland, you're not really gonna, like, need it, right? And frankly, even if you do use it out of Shadowland, you don't really need it. You have better options. But if you're an Ant-Man fan, then it's a good day. It's a good day for him. Seriously? Damn. We really can't do any real damage to this guy. This is a legendary uniform, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes and we haven't even taken off 3 bars off this guy. My goodness. Okay, come on. Come on. Scotty, come on. Wake up. Guys, this is sad. This is sad. You know what, guys? I take it back. Just buy the endgame uniform. Don't put yourself through this. Oh my goodness. Just buy the endgame uniform. Don't put yourself through this, because look at this. Look at how pathetic this guy's damage is, man. My goodness. Like, for real. The defense down, the damage proc, and the fact that he no longer has the summon. Plus the fact that you get a couple more buffs. You know what I'm saying? Like the extra bonus damage and the uniform bonus as well. Like, all of those small changes, you can see that they made a significant difference. Because, yeah, in the same 3 minutes that we basically wrapped up the other fight with the other uniform, we can't even kill him the first time here. And I'm saying, I don't want to waste your time, because this is a waste of time. Like, using Ant-Man in War Boss Ultimate without the team suit or the endgame uniform is a waste of time. So, if you're going to use him in War Boss Ultimate, you absolutely need one of these. You need one of these. Absolutely need one of these. It's completely up to you which one you get. You don't need both. I bought both because I actually like Scott, and I like the fact that he's actually finally playable. And personally, I like how this one looks more than how this one looks, just because this one looks identical to this one, right? And this one is a disappointment. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Scott. Personally, I feel like all these small changes made quite a big difference when it comes to War Boss Ultimate, but he's still not a top tier character. So invest wisely, my brothers. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.